They say there are two certainties in life, death and taxes. But if you ask me, there should be a third, and that is the hitchhiking nun. In the early 1970s, a wave of terror swept across the United States. People were being stalked, attacked, and even killed by a mysterious hitchhiker. And to this day, no one knows who she was or what happened to her. The first reported sighting of the hitchhiking nun was in 1970 in St. Louis, Missouri. A man picked up a woman on the side of the road. He didn't think much of it until she got into the front seat of his car and took off her habit. Then he realized he had just given a ride to a nun. Now, when the nun got out of the car, she turned to the driver and said, "You won't make it past the next exit. There's a bridge out and you'll go straight into the river." The driver, of course, thought nothing of it and continued on his way. But soon after, he realized that the nun was right. The bridge was out and his car began to skid on the wet road. He managed to stop just in time to avoid going into the river, and he was soon on his way again, shaken but unharmed. Over the next few years, there were a number of similar sightings of the hitchhiking nun across the United States. In most cases, the nun would warn the driver of some sort of danger, then disappear. Some believe that the hitchhiking nun was a real nun who had taken an oath of chastity but had become pregnant. When she was turned away from the convent, she became a hitchhiker and eventually turned to a life of crime. Others believe that the hitchhiking nun was a figment of the public imagination, a boogeyman created by the media to scare people. Whatever the truth may be, the legend of the hitchhiking nun continues to live on in stories and urban legends today. Now, I don't know about you, but I would never pick up a hitchhiker, let alone a hitchhiking nun. What about you? Would you give a ride to a hitchhiking nun? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more scary stories, then be sure to stay tuned. I've been your host. Until next time, don't forget, don't feed the trolls.